Looks like it's live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 5 at 5. Okay, let me make sure I turn that off. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going to kick it off with a few songs that I'm playing over here on my Tyde Music ukulele, and then we are going to have the makers of this ukulele, Tyler&Devin from Tyde Music. They're going to join us for a little talk story, show us their shop over in Lake Tahoe, and the part I like best is to hear about all the different woods that they use to make the ukuleles. Yeah. Hi, friends in the chat. This first song you can play along with if you've learned this one. This is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. So join me if you know it. Here we go. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I watch them roll away again. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I got nothing to live for. Seems like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll have to remain the same. I'm sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Now we're 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Yeah, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Now whistle. You guys know I can't whistle. Yeah, no, sorry. I got to work on that. Yep. So part of the reason I played that song, Dock of the Bay, this uke is called The Bay, and it features this inlay of the San Francisco skyline. And the guys at Tyde Music, they made me this uke and delivered it to me just in time for our first, I'm wearing the shirt, the Uketoberfest in San Francisco. You can see it says Tyde Music here. October 2017. Oh my goodness, that's 5 years ago. And it's been so nice to see this instrument open up over the 5 years. That is something that happens with these natural wood instruments, that as the wood ages, it warms up, it opens up, it gets more character, and I just love hearing it. And this one is redwood from California. That's one of the characteristics of Tyde Music instruments, is using resources, wood that's from their local area. So we're going to bring on Tyler and Devin in a little bit, and if you have questions for them, feel free to pop them in the chat. I think it'd be fun to see their shop. They're going to show us their shop and also show us the instruments that they have going on. They just made a custom uke, or they're making a custom uke for Jason Momoa. And they just are really all about the fine details of crafting. So we're going to hear all about it. And then also I recorded a video for Dock of the Bay in San Francisco featuring this ukulele. So patrons, you can find a lesson for this. There's also a play along on my YouTube. Patrons, also tomorrow we have our monthly lesson, and that lesson is going to be Put Your Records On, which I played last week. Was it last week or the week before? Oh my goodness, I don't remember. But yeah, we'll be playing that. I guess I could play that today. I'll play that. There's another song I want to play first, but then I'll play that so that you can know what we're learning tomorrow, so patrons can join for that. Let's see. Okay. I, as many of you know, am a big fan of finger picking, and I think this song sounds particularly good on this uke, so yeah. Oh yes, a reminder about the social before our lesson tomorrow. We started doing these Zoom socials for the patrons, and it's super fun, super fun. So if you're a patron, you can join us for that. Another one that you can play along with if you have learned this one. Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection on the snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Oh, I don't know. Time makes you older, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. So take this love, take it down. You climb a mountain and you turn around. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down, down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down. Well, the landslide will bring you down. Always love that one. Yeah, I also wanted to mention that if you saw my Instagram post today, I was like laying down and practicing because this daylight savings thing just really messes me up. I'm tired. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? So, you know, the mainland U.S. is gonna. They moved ahead 1 hour. So for everybody who is non-U.S., we're gonna have to tune in an hour earlier for, say, tomorrow's Patreon lesson, say for today's 5 at 5. But then I know like UK and Europe are changing clocks at the end of the month, and then Australia is changing clocks next month, the beginning of next month. So just everybody keep an eye on all the different time conversions right now. Yeah, it just knocked me out. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna play one more song, and then we'll bring on the guys from Tyde Music. I'm gonna play the song that we're going to learn tomorrow, which is called "Put Your Records On" by Corinne Bailey Rae. I played this a couple weeks ago, and people were excited about it, and I thought it was a good time to teach it because it's a song that people love. And I also remembered it had kind of a comeback as a TikTok song. I was like, oh, I like it when I can teach a song that's kind of like multi-generation, right? 3 little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't have to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we get it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Oh, don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburnt and lonely, sipping tea in the bar by the roadside. Don't you let those other boys fool you. Gotta love that afro hairdo. Maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's alright. The more you stay the same, the more things seem to change. Oh, don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your record down. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. You go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Just more than I could take. Pity for pity's sake. Some nights kept me awake. I thought that I was stronger. When you gonna realize that you don't even have to try any longer? Do what you want to, girl. Put your record on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. You go ahead, let your head down. Girl, put your record on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. What's this? I think it deserves a major 7 at the end. Oh, yes, and someone was asking about the time, and I went into the whole daylight savings thing without telling you the time, because that's where my brain is. The lesson is at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 2:30 Hawaii time, and the social starts at 5, half an hour before. So, yeah, tune in for the lesson if you are available, and you can always watch it later. Okay, yeah, so you all have heard how amazing this uke sounds. This is another Tyde uke I have here, and I also have this other learner uke here. I keep doing that. Sorry. We're gonna talk all about them with the guys from Tyde. Let me bring them on. Ready? Okay. Hope all this internet stuff works. Here we go. You guys ready? All right. Here we go. All right. Look, we got the split screen.
Hello.
Oh, I gotta move over. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. Okay. All right. Everybody say hi to Devin and Tyler from Tyde Music. Give them a shout in the chat.
What's up, guys?
It's just me making the noise. Woo! All right. People are making noise in the chat. Oh, we can give you some hearts. Oh, how do we do the hearts? Here's the hearts. Is that working? Yay! Can you see the hearts? Isn't that showing on the?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's like
nice.
It's delayed. Those are the Instagram hearts, but since we moved the show to YouTube, we were missing the hearts. So one of the moderators, Pat, he figured out how to get me the hearts over here on YouTube.
Yeah, that's an important part, I'd say.
So what? How about we give we do the backstory, right? I met you guys back in I think 2017.
Maybe a little bit before. I think it was at the Palm Springs Music Fest.
I don't remember. I'm
16 or
it might have been that year, if not the year before. But yeah, Palm Springs Uke Fest. At that point, how long had you been making ukes?
Well, we started in 2010. It was our first one that
Oh wow.
Tyler and I both built one at the same time, and they took about a year to build those ones. And
Okay.
then after that, we decided that it was fun and we'd try it again. So 6 or so years, I'd say, before we met you.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
2012, I think, was when we like started Tyde.
okay,
Came up with the name.
Yeah.
so
So this is Tyler. So TY from Tyler, and then I'm Devin. DE from Devin makes Tyde.
and also you guys go with the flow, and you live on Lake
Yeah.
Tahoe.
We were trying to think of a name, and we thought that that one kind of was good for the ukulele since it reminded us of the ocean as well.
Yeah, that's
Even though it's all
perfect.
different.
Yeah. Who is this? Rudy says, I still play the bambuki every day.
Yeah, Rudy.
Miss all the family of the ukulele
I
community.
know, right?
The weird times.
It's a really cool community, really tight, you know. I'll do a little summary to skip ahead, and then we'll go back, right? I like hearing backstory from people. But so 2017, we did this Uke Fest in San Francisco, and it was our first Uke Fest, and you guys came, and you made this beautiful ukulele for it that was a gift that had like this like green moss on it. It was so cool. I should find a picture
Oh yeah,
of it.
remember that one? That was for the raffle prize. Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And that-
And you guys made the bay for me, which is just, you know, so special. We'll talk more about that. We'll get into all the instruments. But then, you know, since then, you guys have really taken off, right? In terms of just making the custom ukes. You've moved into a bigger shop, and you're like making a uke for what, Jason Momoa right now, which sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So,
He has a couple of them now. So
oh, he has a couple Tyde ukes.
Yeah, I think it's 4 he has right now, and we're working on his 5th and 6th. He gifts them, collects them, so he's been a huge support to us since the pandemic hit.
Oh, that
He
is so
reached
cool.
out to, so he's keeping us busy, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And he's going to have you guys on a TV show?
Yeah, we filmed twice for that, and one was just recently 2 days ago.
yeah.
And it's going to be on Discovery Plus, and it's going to be called On the Roam.
Oh,
And he's going around and showcasing artists, I think, around the world, different crafts, knife makers, motorcycle makers, guitar makers. So his crew came in here and started filming us for that show. And, you know, I think they went through Martin and then some smaller luthiers like in New York, this guy.
oh my gosh.
This bass Carl Thompson. He's makes like basses for Les Claypool, and so he's just kind of showcasing all different kinds of art form, and you know, we really appreciate that. And
Yeah. Different makers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And also, congratulations, Tyler, who just got engaged. You pulled the trigger.
Finally.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And congratulations, you guys, on this new shop, right? That's like a big move, yeah?
Yeah.
Because
So
before you were working out of Devin's garage.
Yeah. We lost our old shop, and then we moved into my garage temporarily, and that's when the pandemic hit.
Uh-huh.
Kind of got stuck there, and it was just a 1-car garage. So it was pretty tight. We were bumping butts and everything. And then just almost a year ago, maybe 10 months ago, we got this spot down in Verdi, which is close to Reno.
Okay.
So
It's right on the border of California and Nevada, but we are just in Nevada here.
Yeah. So now you guys are on the Nevada side.
Yep.
Oh. Does that change things?
Some tax things, and that's about
It's probably
there's a lot
good.
less snow down.
It's probably
here,
good
so
for tax things, right?
Yeah, it's good for tax things.
Yeah.
Then the bigger shop, now we can fill it. We got a couple guys working for us, and we're teaching them the craft, and that's been pretty fun. And they're doing really good, so
Cool.
it's been exciting.
Are these guys like were they already woodworkers before they came to this, or?
Not really. One guy actually worked at the ukulele site,
Oh,
and then he wanted to move back to the mountains. He's a really talented uke player too, which is nice.
who's that? Tobias?
No, his name's Eric.
What's his name?
Eric
Oh.
Holmes is his last name.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then, so he's been with us for a while. And then another guy we met at the Reno Ukulele Fest, Evan Stern.
Okay.
He kind of helped out with the Aria School of Music. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, sounds familiar.
But he has been doing really well also.
Yeah.
So, but Eric used to make surfboards in Hawaii, so he knows about sanding and shaping.
Shaping, nice.
Evan he made some knife handles and was a blacksmith and stuff. So they're both, I don't know, got some hand skills.
Yeah. Well, you guys know I love the world of makers, It's like anytime anybody really dedicates time to their craft, it makes a difference. Some of my followers, my fans might not know that I used to, I don't know if you guys know, I used to work in a letterpress shop. I used to, do like hand typesetting, the old school printing where you actually feed one paper at a time. You're learning how to mix inks and adjust the depth of the impression and all that kind of stuff. And it's the mechanical stuff. You could really hurt yourself. Like I've definitely rolled my finger through things that shouldn't have happened. But I'm sure you guys probably have crazy stories like that too.
Yeah, nothing extremely serious, but I did get super glue in my eye once.
Oh God. And then what happened?
That I ran inside and
washed it out.
Wasn't as bad as it sounds, actually.
Yeah. Somebody unstuck you.
Does have good shock value.
I like to. Well, why don't we hear about a uke or two, and actually, let's hear about my uke, and then we can hear about what you have going on, and then I like to walk people back to the beginning of like how everybody got to be where they got to be, because I think it's never a straight line, right? It's not like you guys we're like, oh, we're gonna make ukes, like it took a long time to get there, but let's talk about getting to the Bay, right? That you sourced all this wood local from where you are, right? And that was a big principle of how you wanted to design ukes to begin with?
Yeah, well, we're always conscious about the environment, and we used a lot of locally sourced material at first, and we still do. Mm-hmm. Your uke, can you show the back of it?
Oh, yeah.
See here, I'm looking at the other screen.
Oh, yeah.
That one is...
It's walnut.
Yeah, that walnut. So that walnut came from the at our old shop in Kings Beach. The neighbor had a kitchen remodel that he did.
Okay.
And that was his old countertop.
Oh, wow.
I think that was California walnut originally. Then in the 70s, they built his house and had his whole kitchen made with that. And then we salvaged that when he put new granite countertops on. And then
so
the
soundboard. How do you do the bookmarking, the book matching thing with that kind of piece, like from furniture? You could do it with
so you'll get just a chunk of wood, and say my hands are the chunk, and when you saw it and you open it up like a book, it makes the image that you have.
So this was
So
already in the walnut that you cut open.
Yeah, well, it was a solid chunk, and then once we cut it, it makes the book match.
Uh-huh.
And so we had a couple pieces of that, and one went on your instrument, and we were able to make some other ones that were kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one also has, the top is a sinker redwood that was that fell off the boat when they were logging way back, and was sitting at the bottom of a river for 100 years or so before it was salvaged. And that's kind of nice too, because the minerals in the water give it some nice color as well. Get a little more dense, so it's a little more durable than a typical redwood top would be.
Oh, I see. Because otherwise redwood is kind of soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
Tyler's got a piece here that's kind of.
This is kind of like a chunk. You know, the counter was much bigger than this, but this is a chunk this is actually Australian blackwood that we've been getting. But yeah, so then we slice this through the resaw, and then this is how you get like the book match, and this one will be a live edge sound hole.
Oh.
You get it down to just over an eighth, and then we sand it down to thickness.
Yeah.
But this is we have like 2 sets right here, and then we have plenty more with this size of chunk.
I am so digging these live edge sound hole pieces. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go focus on you, and you can show everybody some of those live edge sound holes, because they're just like so freaking cool.
So this one is one that we just finished up for a client, kind of in the Bay Area, but it's got a pair of live edge holes that we're able to get book matched like that.
Wow. Okay. So the cut was that natural crevice was like inside, and then you can match it in the middle.
Yeah.
It looks like angel wings to me. That's so cool.
We named this one Mariposa, so because the client thinks it looked like a butterfly. So.
Aww.
And then the sides and the back. This is actually from that same piece that Tyler just showed you.
Oh, is that walnut also? No, that's the blackwood, Australian blackwood.
And that's like the grandpa Toccoa from Australia.
Oh,
it's acacia.
It is acacia or related to acacia?
It's acacia.
Oh.
But it's I think the seeds off that tree may have gone on a boat or something to Hawaii way back, and then over the years became its own species there.
Wow.
But this piece is this gray color because of it's been also in a riverbank sitting for a couple thousand years probably, and that retained some of the color of the mud.
That's
and
gorgeous.
that was salvaged by a guy in Australia that we've become friends with.
You kind of can see this is actually Momoa's baritone that we're making him right now. It's the same cut.
Oh.
But this is the raw material.
Uh-huh.
And then this is like how we fan brace it.
Okay.
We have some you can see kind of like the floating braces that go over the sound holes.
Could we get like a 101 on bracing? I feel like it's something I should know about, but I don't, and I'm sure everybody would like to know a little more, if possible. Is that too hard?
Sure. Yeah. Well, there's a few different ways that you can brace them. We have been going with the fan bracing, that just means that they fan out from the center, this brace here.
Uh-huh.
And we did a bunch of experimenting with some X bracing, which is kind of typical steel string guitar, and different styles of shapes of fan, and found that we liked this the most, which is interesting because it was the first one that we did. But we
so
glue all
it's
these
like a system of support on the inside the top end. The top of the uke. Yeah.
We thin the top down really thin to resonate, and then it's not strong enough to support the tension of the strings. Some bracing. and you can over brace it, and then you start losing sound that way. But we put them on, and then we carve them down. And as we're carving them down, you can tap the soundboard and listen to it, and you can hear the sound changing, kind of like Tyler's doing. So he'll sculpt a little bit and then tap on it and then decide if he needs to sculpt some more. So each instrument that we do ends up getting its own unique shape on each brace. It has the same pattern usually, but can have less material depending on type of wood and whatnot.
Does it matter what the bracing is made of?
It does. That can change the sound too, and be a little different. Woods will be different sizes and stuff like that. But we found that the spruce is the best, and that's kind of the traditional wood for it. And that's because it's really light and strong. I think it has the strongest weight to strength ratio of any wood. But,
and it's like pretty forgiving to sculpt.
Yeah.
Right.
We used some mahogany for a little bit and some other scrap woods, and then some redwood before. The redwood, actually, those braces, we had a problem with them breaking. So
because they're too soft.
Yeah.
Then like you can see this one's angled. So the bass side has more volume, and then the treble side is there's less area for, just to have that.
Tightens it up
tight
on that side.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You can kind of, there's an angle. So, bass side has a little bit more.
It's like a woofer and a tweeter.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a piece of koa. So something you'll never see again.
Wow. So how do you source that piece of wood?
This was sourced from a guy that hit us up wanting a little pocket ukulele. It's like the smallest little ukulele that we build, and he wanted to trade us some koa wood, and he mills it up and sells blanks for knives and pens.
Oh wow.
He's been saving us quite a few pieces of live edge. Whenever he gets a shipment in, he definitely knows to keep it off to the side for us.
Gotcha. So he's like, live edge. I know these guys want live edge.
Yeah.
We did. We got a couple pieces originally of the live edge stuff, and I got it from some guy who was like, "Oh, this is just waste material. No one's gonna want this." I was like, we were building furniture a little bit and making live edge tables, which is kind of popular. And we were like, man, I don't think let's try just making a sound hole out of it. And they came out sounded good and looking good. So kept doing it. And then that guy saw that we were doing it and saved us pieces, which is nice. They're hard to find.
Yeah, they're hard to find. And that's how Momoa hit us up originally, because he's like, never seen anything like it. And he,
Yeah, is anyone else doing that? I mean, or is that like your thing?
We've seen a few since we've done it, but I'm not claiming that we're the only ones that did it.
Sure.
But
sure.
We definitely kind of made us stand out and be, kind of unique in who we are.
Yeah, I love it. Maybe.
And this is bracing too. Like this is the back to that baritone, and so it's just, but they're radiused, so we radius them, so we get a nice curve on the back. Our instruments, and then you don't have it like sinking in or not, they can warp, and so we kind of we radius these, and it keeps a nice shape when it's all glued together.
Nice. Maybe Devin, you want to place a little sample of what that one that you're holding sounds like? You can hear okay.
Make it quiet. Let's see here. As you get older, there's a couple things raise it, put you on your knees. At least you've got the birds and the bees, and kids will make you happy most of the time. But when they don't, I've been drinking the wine. I said I'm drinking that. I'm drinking the wine. Feeling so, I'm feeling so fine. Drinking that, I'm drinking that, I'm drinking the wine. Feeling so, feeling so fine.
Yay! That
Did it sound loud enough?
yeah.
All right.
That song reminds me. That's an original, yeah, Devin original.
Yeah. Play
Makes-
that to Tyler since he's gonna get married now.
It makes me think of like Jack Johnson. Has he ever hit you up?
No. We did talk to his keyboardist for a little bit.
Zach Gill, yeah. He wants a laser lily. So he plays ukulele, and he's in a band called ALO.
Oh,
And so he's got his own project going on too for years. They were roommates in college. And yeah, he's like, I want a laser to come out of the headstock for his shows, because like psychedelic,
like
folky psychedelic, I would say.
like the
And
flamethrower.
Yeah, but
Ukulele.
2 lasers. But we should. I kind of still want to talk to him about it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. What's like a hot piece you want to show right now?
This one is a pretty cool piece. This one's inspired by Joshua Tree.
Aw.
So it has like a sunset mountainscape with the Joshua Tree there. And then the sun kind of falls down as petals into a poppy.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So we were pretty stoked on this. Our friend Kat, who was working with us, helped design this inlay.
How do you make that inlay? Like once you've designed it, what do you?
Well, there's different ways, but this one we did was designed on a computer, and then we cut most of the pieces out with the laser. And then like the headstock, we could fit all the pieces together. And that's how we did yours too.
Right, I
on the
remember,
bay.
yeah.
But the ebony doesn't really laser out very well. And so you have to hand cut a lot of them in there. Or at least you could laser it so you have the right spacing and everything, and then use a little Dremel with a router bit on it to cut the slots good for the pieces to fit.
Right.
So.
Wow. Oh, it's a thin one.
Yeah, this is our thin, our slim line, we call it. So it's a lot thinner than a normal one, and the sides and the neck are all one piece. Kind of see that, and there's like no heel on it.
Right.
And it makes it pretty nice to hold.
Yeah,
it's more comfortable.
really solid.
But they also sound pretty good because the solid piece here, I don't know if you can see in that hole, but it's a lot thicker than a normal side.
I see.
And that gives you a better rim for vibrations to bounce off, or so that they're not absorbed as much. And that's kind of happened because we do the roundover on the instrument.
Yeah.
Which started out to be more for a comfort reason, but that also stiffens up the rim and makes for better sound as well.
So you want that top edge to be thicker? Or you want just the rim to be thicker?
Sides. So you think of like a speaker, and like this, like the rim is like steel, and then the cone is, that soft material. And that's kind of like what we've kind of come up with is stiffen the sides up, and then you have more vibration.
Oh, I lost you guys for a second, but you're back. You're good. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting conceptually. You know, think of it as like a, essentially like building a speaker.
Yeah, kind of how we, I don't know. That's how we kind of come up with it. It's like think of a speaker, and we started doing the bevels on these, so you can see that all of these ones have a soft edge on the top and the back, and then but we build it out on the inside so we can take that material away to give that comfort. And then we came up like when it doesn't even have a top or a back on, it's hard to even flex it. Like if you just have kerfing in there, you can totally flex it. And that's where we've also kind of have stand out in the community of the ukulele, is having the soft bevel and just kind of a unique feel to it, organic feel to it.
That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody who's seen your ukes like recognize just how unique they are, and each piece is unique, right? I mean, like sometimes I'm sure people request for something to be like another piece, but it winds up being its own, right?
Yeah, we like to let it helps to make them different, just for your own sanity. But a lot of times we let the wood kind of just decide for us a little bit what we're going to do with the piece. And sometimes we'll design one before we're going to build it too. But yeah, they come out different a lot. And then looking for a unique wood or using like that live edge stuff kind of makes it. I mean, we had a piece that was going to be kind of similar to that one I just played, but
Yeah,
they all being a little different.
that makes sense. Are we okay audio-wise? Somebody said audio's not working. I think it looks like it's working.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, folks can tell me. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. You're letting the wood speak, right? The material, like sculpting, right? That I think, was it? I'm gonna split screen again so I can see you guys. I think it was like Rodin or something who said I'm just revealing what's in the wood. I mean, what's in the stone. You know, that it's like it's never like that what the stone is going to give you, right? That you have to work with it, and then it's like the art comes from it. So.
And that's kind of like the back of your uke when you're looking at that book match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, know how that was going to come out. And there's actually a lot of time spinning, deciding which way is going to look the best or bring out the best in the wood, kind of like that.
Right. Yeah. I appreciate that, Al. It's the same with writing a song. You start and you don't know where it's going to go, and you just have to go with the flow of it. So. Or any art at that, any good art, actually. How about I will play a song and talk about maybe like the learner or something a little bit. My other Tyde ukes, and then you guys could maybe get the camera ready to like take us on a tour of the shop.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that. Let me see. Actually, so yeah, I'll switch back to my screen here. All right, is that what I meant to do? All right. Okay, so this is called the Learner Uke. Can you see it? Yeah. And so this is like this was like a hot selling uke for Tyde. When I first met them, and people loved it because it's like the circle of fits is on it, and then all the notes are etched in there. And of course, it's super cool, but it is very time consuming for them to make. So they made a lot and sold a lot in the past few years, but they're not making as many of these anymore. So, but I just wanted to share it with you. You may have seen it. I think I played it in the Lion Sleeps Tonight video, and a lot of people really responded to it there. Just has like a really nice, clear sound. Let's see, what do I want to play here? I was feeling this song. Sometimes I just let the instrument speak. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi is waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I let you down. So many times I played around. I tell you they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like I'll never let you go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. And I'll dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me close and never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. All right. Okay. Shall we go back to the Tyde guys? Looks like you guys are outside. We're going to go outside. All right. So we're continuing on our tour of the shop with Tyde Music. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, this is the shop.
Nice.
We got train tracks and we got snowy mountain peaks.
Is it cold? You guys don't look like that
Actually,
cold.
like a 60-degree day, it's actually pretty nice. And then this is where the magic happens.
Awesome. Wow.
So you can kind of see we got things gluing up here.
What is that thing? That spirally thing?
That is all the clamps around an ukulele.
Oh.
So that's gluing. We're gluing the top on the sides, and the top got glued on today.
Okay. And the sides need a lot of clamping because they're all curved, yeah?
It's you want to have, it's not really the strength so much as just even pressure all the way around.
Mm.
To make sure that it's even, we get all these different clamps all the way.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
They're not clamped down as hard as they can go, but all on there kind of gently.
Yeah. Let's see the overhead view again, Tyler. That was really cool of like the clamps.
Oh, look up the clamps.
Yeah, that one's always
Oh,
kind
your
of a
thumb's
nice. Have a nice little
Uh-oh.
Instagram.
We
Did
lost
we lose you?
We lost your phone. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I messed that up.
Sorry.
We'll go back to me while you're All right. We're good. We're going back. Back to the
So
shop.
That's kind of our little clamp up table, work table.
Uh-huh.
And then
Some wood glue over there, SC.
Tyler's spot.
Yeah, this is my little zone. And Devin's zone.
And we're kind of spread out now, but we got our two apprentices, Eric and Evan here. And I was working on this little inlay piece with the jellyfish earlier today.
Oh, that's so cool. What is the inlay material?
This one is a couple different kinds of pearl. Like this is gold pearl on the top, and the underneath is black pearl, and then this is some kind of laminate shell. Forgot the name for the brain part. I think they call that. And then the tentacles are mica powder that's filled in there. And
Oh, wow.
that'll pop out and be a little bit shiny in the end. And then there's white mother of pearl bubbles.
Awesome.
We're just laying that out. We get those little shell dots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use these different drill bits to, depending on the size.
And yeah, explain that one.
This wood right here is the oldest workable wood.
Okay.
It's ancient Kiri, and it came from New Zealand. And like way back, this is 45,000 years old. It's been under a peat bog. But I guess there was some kind of like earthquake or something, and the trees slid down off the mountain and into the lake back then, and then sat there for 45,000 years till man came to New Zealand and started doing agriculture.
Uh-huh.
They drained the lake for the agriculture, and they found these massive trees. These are like as big as the sequoias are.
What are they called again?
Kiri,
How do you spell that?
Kauri,
K-A-U-R-Y. Curie. Okay.
R-I on the end.
Okay. Wow.
But,
I love
they
that
still
you
have-
know the history of this wood, you know?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
so I get like salvaged wood again, even though it came from a different place than someone's countertop. But that's a pretty cool story on that. And that stuff is gnarly to work. It's like you can smell like salt when you sand it, or some minerals in there.
Uh-huh.
And it's can be really brittle. Like we made a couple bodies that we had to bend material for, the sides and the roundovers, and Tyler almost quit a couple times because of how frustrating it was trying to bend right. But it sounds really good, and when you put the finish on it, it has a lot of depth to the color and a lot of chatoyance actually. So this one we're going to pair with that piece that we showed you earlier with the book match. It's the ancient blackwood, which is from Australia, and actually the guys who I got the wood from are buddies. And they're like the guy that the blackwood came from is like he's the disciple of his mentor who gave me this.
Oh, I see. It's
So,
like salvage wood, like lineage. That's cool.
but I haven't told them yet, but I think they'll be excited to see that some of their woods got put together in a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, over on the other side of the shop is kind of our tools that we have. Pretty minimal.
Uh-huh.
So most of the stuff we just do by hand and sand a lot.
Do you need, what do you use to like cut the big pieces of wood?
Big pieces of wood. Yeah, that's what we're getting tomorrow is our new bandsaw.
Okay.
But we have been going to our friend's shop, or where we were doing furniture, roundwood furniture, and he has a big bandsaw. And it's kind of like this little bandsaw here. But I don't know, 10 times the size. And this depth goes up to like 10 inches.
Okay.
So then you can slide, like if this is your big piece of wood, through this way and then get the thin slices off of it.
Oh, wow.
These are a couple different sanders here.
What is
Dust
that
collect-
kind of saw called? The Rico one?
This-
Or what is that?
This one's a bandsaw.
That is a bandsaw. Okay.
So tomorrow we're going to get a new one for the shop that'll allow us to resaw and cut those big pieces like you saw earlier.
Uh-huh.
And we are excited because we have a lot of wood to cut. And back there in that little tent is our finish room and some wood storage.
Okay. Anything good in the finish room or?
No.
Okay.
We just kind of finished everything up.
Uh-huh.
No, but and here's our side bending machine. So Julian helped us make this one, and it has different size. Like this is the different shapes, and you can slide them in and out. Right in there now is a tenor. This one's a baritone.
How long does it take to bend a side?
Well, I mean, this is how, we get it down to a thickness.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a koa that this is getting ready to bend, and then we wrap it up in tinfoil, and then we spritz it with water, and then it only takes about 5 minutes per side.
Oh.
And then you let it chill for 15-20 minutes in the mold with the heat off, and then you transfer it to like these molds over here, so you can kind of see that these ones are just resting.
Oh, what's the tinfoil do? Like
the tinfoil just like makes it steam up in there and makes it more pliable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then, a bunch of different steps to building these. Like you can kind of see the inside of this one. This is the rim that we make, like we were talking about earlier. So this is all individually bent pieces, 4 per side, and then we're able to take some of that material away, but still have glue surface to hold the top and the back on. And so then that's how you get that nice rounded bevel.
Christina's saying there was a uke on the table to the right in an earlier shot. Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that one is. Devin was gonna maybe play another little jam on it, and you can explain it.
This one's one that Eric built, and it's made with Bacate, which is a relative of Ziricote. It comes from Central America, and spruce. And he took the end cuts of the piece and arranged them in this rosette that looks like an eyeball, so he named it Iris.
Cool.
And also Bacate on the fretboard, and the grain follows all the way into the headstock. A little bit of abalone on there.
That's cool that the abalone also follows the grain.
Yeah, right? It did it for the markers there. strings kind of get in the way a
Oh,
little.
he made a Tide logo.
Yeah, we've been doing that a lot on the 12th fret for the indicator.
Oh, that's dope.
Kind of simple and clean, and then there are fret markers on the side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, play a song on this one if you guys
Yeah.
want. I think this one sounds really good. Nice, the hardwood on the back and the spruce up. You can kind of really rings out.
What strings do you have on there?
These are the uke Logics.
Okay.
Joel?
Yeah.
Joel at the Hawaii Music Supply.
He
he
customized
made 'em.
those.
So we've been getting those a lot and liking them. I think these are the soft tension, but we do a little bit longer scale compared to a normal tenor. This is like 17.5 inches instead of 17 inches. The
Yeah.
scales from the nut to the saddle.
Right.
And with I think that the tension's a little tighter because of that, even though that they're his soft tension model.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yay! Everybody's freaking out on the chat. That was amazing.
Little Bob Marley Matisyahu
Yeah,
mashup.
that medley's a winner. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Aw, that was so sweet. It's so I have a big smile right now because like it's so like representative of like, you know, who you guys are, why I love you guys, and here, I guess, should I do a split screen here? Tyler, do you want to flip it back around so that you're in it? Selfie.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys want to do it there. You want to go back, but I think a selfie there.
That's
I mean,
fine.
that's like a beautiful way to wrap up today's show. Let's give you some hearts. You won't be able to see them, but their hearts coming out at you.
Thank you.
We got lots of love for you all in the chat. Wow, that was just such a cool way to wrap up today's show. And yeah, just like I love that you guys are following your passion, which is my mantra, and that you're always there with your authentic hearts and souls. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, really appreciate you, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you on the island at some point.
Please. What's next for you guys? Do you have a festival, or are you just focusing on these instruments?
I think we're going to focus on these, and the Reno Ukulele Festival will be happening again.
That's in October, I think.
October, I believe, and possibly the LA one will happen again. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, everything's still kind of.
Everything's juggling, but
yeah,
we're going to keep focusing on this, and we're starting to get more stuff on our website at tydemusic.com.
Yep.
And we're going to start working on our YouTube channel a little bit better.
Oh, well, let me help you guys with that for sure.
Yeah. I
No,
would
for
love
real.
some help.
Like,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
take that medley, that mashup, and you can feature that. I'll help you guys for sure. That's what I do. So, so tydemusic.com. Everybody make sure to visit their website. Follow on Instagram. They're always posting amazing shots of their instruments. Tyde Music. Devin is Uke Ninja.
Ninja.
And you can find Tyler. I tagged both of them in my stories, so you can follow everybody and find out more. Hit him up for some custom ukes. When does the TV show come out? Do you guys know when that comes out?
2023 sometime.
Oh, okay. Well, we
Not really set in stone yet, and it did get pushed back a little bit. It was going to be this fall, but yeah, the Hollywood stuff and all that.
Everything's so delayed in that world, It's really strange, but it's something to get used to. Well, we'll see you guys again. For real, I will help you guys build up a YouTube channel. I mean, the thing is, the instruments, the quality of the instruments, and the specialness of the instruments, it really sells itself. So I'm just here to hang out with you guys and feel your good vibes.
All right.
So, all right. We'll say bye to everybody here. Thank you everyone for watching.
Bye. Aloha.
Take care.
All right. I gotta wait for that to happen. Oh yeah, here we go, and then I'll end the stream.